always been interested in cars. I can't honestly remember a time that I didn't like cars. My earliest recollections of cars is as a probably no more than 3 years old, playing with soup cans and putting the meatloaf tin upside down on them to make a car that I could roll across the kitchen floor. And then I have vivid memories of the 67 Chev when my dad first bought it. I have vivid memories of the Cadillac hearse when I was 5 at my grandfather's funeral. I have vivid memories of seeing car crashes, of the actual cars involved in the crashes. I remember what they looked like. I dream about cars. I love making cars out of wood and plastic, and I love drawing cars. I've always enjoyed drawing cars. So this is a 1967 Chevrolet Biscayne. These were very popular cars in their day, and I remember Dad buying it, bringing it home. I was playing in my sandbox when I was 4 years old, and him saying to come and see my new car. So I came running, and I remember hopping in the back seat of this car as he drove us around the block, and it made a nice humming noise. I carved it out of wood, and as I was doing it, it brought back a lot of memories, just details of this car that I knew very well because I used to do body work on the real car. And as I was doing it, I was thinking to myself that if Dad was alive, he would probably be looking at this right now and laughing and saying, "Oh, I remember this," and having a really fun time looking at it, because he would certainly relate to it even better than I would. He could have, I'm estimating, for about an extra $500, he could have probably bought himself an Impala, which would have looked similar to this but much nicer. It would have had a nicer, more sound insulation in it. It would have been a quieter car. It would have had nicer upholstery. They had a nicer bit of trim along the side of the car. It had double taillights. It just would have been a nicer car. But this was the car that the police would have used, or the taxi fleets, or government of Ontario, bureaucrats would have used to go to their calls. And if you were really upscale, then you would have bought the Caprice, which the up-and-coming guy would have bought in its day. I guess we thought it was pretty good. By the standards of today, these cars were very unreliable, although it served our family well. And I think we got over 100, I know we got over 100,000 miles on it. Cars of that era, of course, weren't very fuel efficient, but it wasn't that bad either compared to the Cadillac, I suppose.